Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The Phoenix Suns are 61-14. They are by far the best team in the entire NBA right now, but for some reason, even Phoenix not even necessarily being that small of a city one bit, no one's talking about the Phoenix Suns. They're 61-14. They have had a multitude of injuries all season, and now they are finally about to become fully healthy. As we enter the playoffs, they've won, 8 straight. They're going to play a suffering Warriors team, and they're going to just demolish them. And I think that's when I think the Suns will start to get a little bit more respect from a national standpoint, because there's especially considering the logjam in the Eastern Conference, Miami looks bad. Philadelphia has James Harden. Milwaukee looks really solid, but who was the team I'm trying to think of? God damn. Boston, Robert Williams out for the season. Grizzlies, John Morant's status up in the air. Steph Curry's injured. Why is nobody talking about how clearly the Phoenix Suns right now should be a favorite to win the NBA Finals, or at least get back to the NBA Finals? We have a stat here. We have 2 stats actually from Suns Muse. The first one is no one has beaten Devin Booker twice this season. Devin Booker, as Monty Williams was talking about just a couple of days ago, it's really kind of surprising actually that Booker isn't at least in MVP conversations. I'm not saying he does definitely should be the winner of MVP. I do think that'll go to Nikola Jokic, but because when you really break down the advanced stats, it's all Nikola Jokic. It's literally all Nikola Jokic. But at least give Devin Booker some kudos, at least give him some credit, at least give him some respect. But just to give a little bit of a taste of what playing the Phoenix Suns are like, we have a stat here about James Harden. This is also from Suns Muse. James Harden 0-3 against the Suns this season. In those 3 games, he's averaging 16 points. That is catastrophic. So we zoom out, we look at Phoenix, we look at their ratings, we just look at their roster, and it's it should be abundantly clear how talented this basketball team is and how much they've improved since last year, where they almost won the NBA Finals. So welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Phoenix Suns video for you guys. If you enjoy it, you want more Phoenix Suns content, you want daily NBA videos, hit that subscribe button. As always, drop a like, drop a comment for the algorithm, really helps it out. Let's try and hit 50 likes on today's video. But speaking of which, Phoenix has dealt with a ton of injuries all season. You had chunks of games where, Chris Paul most recently was injured, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. We had COVID crap going on the whole first month or 2 of the season, which literally now feels like a whole eternity ago. But Phoenix, this is a team who I believe they've lost twice in the month of March. Well, at the time of this recording, it's March 30th. It's literally March 30th, so they're about to lose a handful of times in the month before the playoffs. It's crazy. They're so talented. And like I said, when you factor in all their statistics, which we'll talk about here in a second, and you factor in everything they've dealt with all year, it's wow, they're that deep. And we'll talk about some specifics a little later on in the video. But real quick, offensively, top 3, number 3. Defensively, top 3, number 3. So you have an offensive rating of 115.6, which is good for 3rd in the league. And then you have a defensive rating of 107.1, which is also good for 3rd in the league. Well, their net rating combines to be 1st in the NBA. And they have literally everything. And if you want to even just nitpick things, let's nitpick their offense. All right. They're almost dead last in 3-pointers attempted. They're bottom 3rd in the NBA. They're ranked number 20th in 3-pointers made. Well, that's not the best stat, but they're number 4 in 3-point percentage. So while they're not chucking up free throws either, they're only number 26 in free throws attempted, 20th in free throws made. They're 7th in free throw percentage. So it's anything that they don't even do that greatly, offensive rebound, 22nd in the league. Well, defensive rebound, they're number 4th in the league. So they just find ways to make themselves better. They all fit so well together. But really what I'm impressed with is just kind of the variety of this lineup. The whole variety, even just outside of like playing wise, you have a perfect blend of veterans mixed with rookies. Like, you have a perfect blend of serious guys. You have a perfect blend of serious guys and funny guys and easygoing guys. I look at a couple of moves they made at the trade deadline or at the and just in the offseason last year, guys like JaVale McGee, guys like Bismack Biyombo, guys like Torrey Craig. Those three players specifically, to me, are going to be why the Phoenix Suns win the championship. Like, the addition of JaVale McGee, I've made a Suns video recently where I was talking about how someone tweeted out that JaVale McGee might be having the best backup center season of all time. I think at the very, very, very least, JaVale McGee's having the best backup center season in my recent memory. I mean, guy's averaging over a block per game. He's getting almost 10 points. He's getting almost 7. He is getting 7 rebounds a game, and he's only playing 15 minutes a night. The guy is an efficiency nightmare. Per minute monster. So that's really the thing with Phoenix to me, is you can tell no one's afraid of this moment. They're all, in fact, soaking it in. They all use it as like a chip on their shoulder. Like, any disrespect going to the Phoenix Suns, any love that isn't being spread to them, they just like use that and transform it into playing even better basketball. And they've got all the pieces. They've got the defensive pieces. They've got the offensive pieces. They've got the facilitating pieces. They've got the three-point pieces, which, speaking of which, I don't know if it's official yet if Cam Johnson will be making his return tonight, but this is a 45% three-point shooter. 45% three-point shooting is absolutely ridiculous. That is crazy. So they have everything you need. And then you have your MVP candidate. You have your big men. You have several big men. You have different players you could technically play at the 4, but Jay Crowder is just a two-way stud, honestly. Like, a player like Jay Crowder is so underrated in this league. I mean, you have a stretch for a guy who can, like, obviously score, not just three-point shooting wise. He can do a lot of different things offensively, but defensively, not only do you know he's just going to play good defense, but the thing with all these Phoenix Suns, specifically Jay Crowder, is you know they're going to leave it all out on the court. Like, these guys are playing with as much gas as they have left in their tank. So it's just super impressive. The Phoenix Suns are just a super impressive basketball team. And I remember thinking this last year, and for some reason, when they made the finals, it was still like a surprise. I literally remember like a year ago making Suns videos and thinking like, this team could definitely make the finals. They make the finals, and it's still kind of like, damn, they're like really good. That's it for today. If you guys want more Suns videos, go ahead, drop a comment down below. Where do you guys see the Phoenix Suns finishing out this season? I think at the very least, very, very, very least, they make the Western Conference Finals. That's it. Drop a comment, hit that sub button. Let's try and get 50 likes, and I'll see you guys later.